What up guys, Manty Shrimp here and welcome to 10 Minfig Reviews, figure reviews under 10 minutes. This is a new segment on my channel where I'm basically just giving reviews over figures that I own and upcoming figures that I plan on collecting. So let's get into it. First episode we're doing Marvel Legends Gamerverse line, the PSYLOCKE and THANOS 2-pack. I was pretty excited when this line got announced because I love Marvel vs. Capcom. This was definitely the most sought out pack out of all the ones that came out. Super excited to open this up, so let's start this review. So for my ranking system for 10 Minfig Reviews, I got 5 segments. We got appearance, accessories, articulation, price, and availability. Each category will be ranked out of 10 points, totaling up to 50 points in the end for the overall score. Hopefully this figure scores well. So here they are fresh out of the package, and oh my god do they look clean. As a first impression, seeing them side to side is awesome. Now each figure will be rated separately, but because it is a 2-pack, I'll just be adding their points together in the end, so the final verdict will be out of 100 points. Really quick, let's just go over their height. So for THANOS, he stands at about 8 inches tall. Pretty mighty boy, I will say. As for PSYLOCKE, she stands at the average 6 inches, pretty standard for a Marvel Legends size. Time for appearance ranking. So here is PSYLOCKE. Oh boy.
I'm about to bust.
I think she looks great. Easily one of the better looking female Marvel Legends figures in recent years. I think Hasbro did a good job on their homework because she looks pretty accurate from how she does in the games. My biggest gripe though is that her hair could be a little more purple, and then the paint on her skin on her body is a little different from how it is on her arms and legs. It's a little hard to see in the video, but you could definitely tell in person, and it's not the biggest deal, it's just a little off-putting. Otherwise, for appearance, I'm going to give her a 9 out of 10. She looks really good. And here's the Mad Titan himself, THANOS, and I really like his appearance. He is so satisfying to look at. I'm really glad that they pulled through and gave us the horns like they used in the game. I'm just really happy the way he turned out. I don't know if this is because it's from the game or if it's just a Hasbro thing, but the colors for like the orange right here seem a little too dark in my opinion. I like the brighter like yellow design. But besides that, I think this is a great mold, and I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10 for appearance as well. On to the next category, we got accessories. To start off with PSYLOCKE, they gave her that like butterfly energy effect that you could put on her head. Looks pretty cool. They also gave her an energy like sword that she uses. They also added on these like effects for her side attacks in the game. Really awesome collection of effects pieces in my opinion. For body accessories, weirdly enough, she has 3 hands. I don't know why they didn't just give us an even set, but I'll take it. She has like an open hand and 2 of like the pointy finger hands, which is cool. They also have this really nice extra head where her hair is flowing. Awesome head.
What did he say?
Considering that this is a Marvel Legends figure, I'll give the accessory count a 9 out of 10 for PSYLOCKE. Yeah, it's true that I would have liked an even count of hands. Maybe a couple more effects, but honestly, because it's Marvel Legends, I'll give it a pass. I'm happy with what we got. Now as for THANOS accessories, he comes with the cool snapping effect with the Infinity Gauntlet. That's it. That's literally all you get. One single hand for accessories. Hasbro, what the f are we doing? I get that PSYLOCKE is like the big selling point in this 2-pack, but THANOS needs some love. Just one accessory is unacceptable. They didn't even bother to give at least like one more alternative head. And it sucks because he looks really good. They couldn't even give us the bare minimum of 1 extra hand so it would be even. Like, just 1 hand accessory? That's diabolical, bro. So that being said, THANOS gets a 2 out of 10 for accessories. Just unacceptable. It would have been a 1 out of 10 to be honest, but I think the 1 hand sculpt does look pretty cool, so it gets the 1 extra point, but come on. This is very disappointing. Moving on to articulation, I'm gonna say right off the bat, PSYLOCKE has the upper hand. She moves really well. She of course has butterfly joints. She can move her arms across pretty well. As you can see right here, her knee joints are also very solid, can go like that. As for her ab crunch, very solid. She can go like that right there, and then bending backwards, very nice, very nice. For articulation, I think I'd give her, honestly, an 8 out of 10. It's very good for a Marvel Legends, and she did not disappoint. She poses very well, which I'll show you in a bit. I mean, you'll never get like Mayfix level type of articulation with any of these kind of figures, but for the price point, you know, it's very good articulation. She can hit most of her iconic like poses in the game. I mean, look at that leg flexibility as well. But very good. I will say very good. As for Thanos, I'm actually going to bring in a special guest for his opinion. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson himself. Dwayne, what do you think of this figure's articulation?
I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit.
I will say it's not the worst articulation ever. You can bend the legs fairly okay, just like that. But man, there is horrible ab crunch. He barely looks down. The back surprisingly goes back pretty well. But you can't even T-pose this guy. If you go any further, the arm's gonna come off. It's happened to me before. Also, the elbow's non-existent. Like, look at that. He can't even put his elbow up. I just really wanted this guy to have better articulation. It didn't have to be amazing or anything, just to meet decent expectations, and it did not. Not to mention, you can barely move the head. The head is trash.
So no head?
So for this articulation rating, I'm giving Thanos a 3 out of 10. It could be worse, but it's still not very good. Hasbro did us dirty.
I treated you too harshly.
Now then, let's discuss the price. Just like the other packs from this line, this bundle will cost you $60 at retail price before tax. 2 packs are getting expensive. Action figures in general are getting expensive. For that price, I don't know if this is worth it. To put it in perspective, right? Would I pay $30 for PSYLOCKE? Absolutely. Would I pay $30 for THANOS? No. I don't know, maybe if this pack was like $45, it'd be worth it. It doesn't cost an arm and a leg, but unfortunately, I don't think the price point fits what you get out of this package. So I think I'll give the price rating a fair score of 6 out of 10. It's just a shame that Thanos really brings the value of this pack down. I mean, he looks amazing, but he does not come as packaged as PSYLOCKE does. Last but not least, our final ranking, we're going to talk about availability. This pretty much determines how accessible these figures are, if they're like hard to find or you can find them easily in other stores. If you're like me, then you know how frustrating it is when Hasbro decides to make figures Target exclusive. They are notorious for being very hard to pre-order and find when they're stocked up in shelves. It was very frustrating when this figure first came out. It was sold out instantly, probably by scalpers online. And then if you were to find them online on other sites like eBay or Mercari, they were extremely overpriced. I was lucky enough to grab one of these at the Target nearby my house because my boy King Jerry let me know that they just restocked. Shout out to King Jerry. So with that being said, I unfortunately will give this a 4 out of 10 for availability. The Target exclusivity really drags the score down, but once the set sells out at Target, which it will, very fast, it's going to be even harder to grab this pack for a really good price. But hey, there's also the option of buying the figure separately. If you want to buy the Thanos figure by itself, which you absolutely should f***ing not for $30, you're more than welcome to. And if you want the PSYLOCKE for the same or even higher price of the actual f***ing 2-pack, yeah, I'll just leave that there. For my final thoughts, this dual pack is a bit disappointing. PSYLOCKE is great. Her accessories are cool. Thanos, he looks great, but very mid articulation. Only one freaking accessory. And to top it all off, it's a Target exclusive. We do not like Target exclusives. So with PSYLOCKE getting the 36 out of 50 and Thanos getting a 24 out of 50, final total is going to be 60 out of 100 points for this dual pack. Which sucks because on one hand, you got PSYLOCKE, which is a really great packaged figure. Highly recommend. And then you get Thanos. So yeah, D-grade dual pack, unfortunately. Would I recommend this dual pack? Probably not, especially if you're paying over the retail price. Anyway, thank you for watching the first episode of 10 Minfig Reviews. I plan to do more of these in the future, so if you liked it, just share it around, like and subscribe. See ya!
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.